The universal compounding effect. What does the universal compounding effect mean? What is it? Why is it beneficial to my life? How will this compounding effect make me enter my desired reality? How can I... What's the point of it? What's the point of it? What is it? Let me explain. The universal compounding effect is a concept and it's how the universe truly works. If you heard of compounding interest, when you put like $1,000 into the S&P 500, then a year later you will have $1,200, and then 2 years after that it will increase and increase and increase based on how much more you have. Think of it like an avalanche, you know, it starts off small with some snow and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger as it falls. Over time it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It compounds. And the universe has the same principle in place. You just don't know it. And you not knowing it, it's causing you to not get what you want. Because there are some people that know of this concept and that they apply it and they actually get whatever they want out of life. Because they use it to their advantage instead of being taken advantage of. So let's get started. I know you know some guy or some girl that just has it. You know, whatever she does, she just has it. She just keeps winning no matter what. And it's so effortless to her. It's like it's ingrained in her identity. Somehow, it's just beating the fuck out of everybody. How? It's because she's taking advantage of the universal compounding effect. And I'm sure you know some person, maybe on the internet, maybe in real life, maybe it's you, that his life is just going downhill. He's just on a downward spiral constantly, and more things or more bad things are happening to him. It's like the universe is kicking the fuck out of him. It's like Mike Tyson is beating him, but Mike Tyson is the universe. I cannot catch a break. Do you know those guys or girls? I cannot catch a break. Yeah. We don't like those. So, the universal compounding effect. You have to understand that the universe has a currency. Just like we have money as a currency to pay things, the universe has a currency as well. And that currency is energy. Oh, woo-woo stuff. No. It's not woo-woo stuff. If you look at the people you admire most, Henry Ford, Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, from the greatest athletes in history, they all know the power of energy. And I'm talking energy from a metaphysical point of view, because energy is the currency of the universe. Energy is the currency of God. So we pay with our energy. But what is energy made out of? What can we give to the universe in order to give it energy? Emotion plus attention. Emotion is basically energy in motion. So, emotion is energy in motion. Where attention goes, energy flows. So these are the main two sources of energy that we give to the universe. Now, what the fuck does it has to do with the universal compounding effect? Well, you see, my friend, when you have emotions, when you place your emotions on what you don't want to happen, or if you react negatively, I'm sorry, I'm Romanian, I stutter a bit, but when you react negatively to a situation or to a problem or to a challenge in your life, or you maybe just stub your toe and you say fuck and you get into a bad mood, or you choke, I don't fucking know, right? And you give emotion to that thing. The universe doesn't give a fuck if it's positive or negative emotion. The subconscious mind doesn't give a fuck if it's positive or negative emotion. It's emotion. And guess what that emotion is? Energy. So we are feeding reality energy. And when we are feeding reality energy, the universe says, oh, this guy this person is giving me energy because of this stuff. Let me make him get more of this emotion so he can or she can keep feeding me. And it grows bigger and bigger and bigger. The same goes for attention. We may say, oh, I'm just preparing in advance, but when we are focusing our attention on the things we don't want to happen, or our problems, on the things that are going wrong in our life, we are just reinforcing them because we are giving our energy to them. And just like the snowball that's falling off the hill and it creates an avalanche, this is what can happen as well. Winners use this to their advantage, and losers are not aware of this, and they get taken advantage of because they have negative emotions, right? And they get in this negative emotion loop, right? They stop their toe, then something even better, worse is happening, then something worse is happening, something worse is happening, and they never catch a break. They just keep feeding reality negative emotions. And this is why you are probably stuck in your business. This is why you're probably not growing in your personal development journey. This is why problems keep happening to you. This is why the universe doesn't give you a break, because you are feeding it energy. And you may have the best intention, you may have the intention to grow, but if you are feeding the wrong energy to the universe, you will get more of that energy in return. So winner, let's take two guys as an example, right? Here we have Bob. Our favorite character is the one that actually watched this sales channel, know the characters. And this is James. Bob feels, thinks, and places his attention on losing. Feeling gives energy to losing. Thinking coupled with feeling gives more energy to losing, and placing his attention upon losing gives his more energy to losing. So guess what Bob will become? He will become a loser automatically, because it compounds, it grows bigger and bigger and bigger the more he gives energy to that thing. It grows just like a snowball, just like an interest account. The more you feed it, the more it grows, the more it doubles, the longer you are stuck in it, the harder it is for you to get out of it, because he's entering in a frequency, and these frequencies are really addictive. They portray themselves to be a fact, and when they portray themselves to be a fact, they says, oh, I was right. So they give more energy to it, they get a fake ego boost about it, and everything goes downhill, because his emotions, his thoughts, and his attentions were placed on losing. Now the winner doesn't indulge in this. Here's the champion, they make a trophy in his center. This is a trophy, right? And he also feels, thinks, and places his attention, but he is placing his attention upon winning. So guess what? He will get more. The more he feels like a winner, the more he thinks like a winner, the more he places his attention upon winning, the more he becomes a winner. The more he becomes a winner, the more he will feel like a winner, the more he will think like a winner, and the more he will place his attention upon winning. So guess what? He will become even more a winner. Exactly. And the last thing I want to cover in this video, that I love this study. It's a study with rats. I'm not talking 6ix9ine, I'm talking rats, actual rats. Guy, ooh. Haha, 6ix9ine, red, he snitched. I know I'm a white guy. I don't know this stuff, let me the fuck alone. So, now, the best way I can conceptualize this winner effect, this winning compounding effect, because you're not interested in the losing compounding effect, I hope, if you're not If you are interested in losing, then go ahead. Feel like a loser, think like a loser, embody being a loser, and you will become more of a loser. And life will give you more of that, and then this will actually make you embody being a loser even more, and then you're going on a downhill. You know those guys that their girl left them, and then they started drinking, and then they started gambling, they lost their house, then they started drinking more, they are doing heroin, they are jerking off under a bridge, and then they die. I don't know, drastic example, but you get what I'm trying to, they just get boxed up in being a loser. So let's get to the rats and stuff. Here is a rat, and here is another rat. And they made those rats fight. Now, rat number 1, #1, and number 2. The rat number 1 was injected with testosterone, right? With steroids. And when these rats fought, right? Of course, the number 1 killed the number 2. Now, they put this exact same rat in a fight with another rat. But this time, this rat wasn't injected with testosterone. So no more, I burped, sorry, no more steroids for him. But as he had the confidence of a winner, he killed this rat. He felt like a winner, right? He felt like a winner. And then they placed rat number 1 against rat number 4. And this time, rat number 4 was injected with testosterone. Guess who won out of rat number 1 and rat number 4? Rat number 1. Because even though this guy was injected with steroids, this guy felt like a fucking champion. So he was embodying in this champion, and this goes the same way for humans. The more we feel like a winner, the more we get wins. The more we feel like a loser, the more we get losses. Because we are embodying that identity. We're embodying that imagination. Our consciousness levels dictates our reality. Whoever we are within, that's who we're gonna be on the outside. So if we think, if we place our attention, if we believe, and if we act like a winner, we will become more of a winner. So life will show us more wins. And after we have that one win, then the second win will be more easy. And the third win will be easier than the second one. And the fourth win will be easier than the third one. And guess what? You will keep growing and growing and growing because you learned the compounding, universal compounding effect.